teeth, diamonds so pearls, and on the moon and take you traveling the world. But I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got, the fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die.
So it's 11 o'clock on day 4, moved camp, came upriver about another half an hour, definitely in some more mountainous terrain. Not as many glassing opportunities so far, and not a whole lot of signs so far. What do you think, Dad?
That pretty much sums it up, but I think there's no wolves here, so it's got to be better.
That is a very good point. We haven't heard any howling, and we haven't seen any wolf sign yet. What do you think of the trip so far?
I'm having a great time.
Good.
It's everything I thought it'd be, except for the elk.
Except for the elk. Just missing the elk.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
But that happens.
Just need some elk. Morning of day 5, and the doldrums have set in to a degree, to be sure. This reminds me of blacktail hunting. You hunt and you hunt and you hunt and you never see anything. And you just got to keep waking up every morning and doing it over and over again. Which kind of led me to have this train of thoughts this morning around, why do I even do this? Why is this my idea of a good time? Why would I want to take time away from my family and spend my hard-earned money on something that at first glance would appear to provide nothing but frustration currently? And so the conclusion I came to is there's 2 reasons why I hunt. One is a very practical reason. I fill the freezer. I like eating wild game. I like that 90% of the protein my daughter eats has only ever been touched by my hand. So if the first reason is a practical need to fill the freezer and provide for your family in an organic, healthy, wholesome way, what's the second reason? For me, it's to get back in touch with something primal that we don't get the opportunity to do in our day-to-day lives as we live them today. And when most people think about hunting, they think about that moment of elation or the celebration as you harvest an animal and and revel in your own success. But I think just as importantly as getting back in touch with that particular sensation, the triumph, the conquering, the achievement, I think there's a whole other side that's possibly even more important that we're trying to get back in touch with. How about that despair, that sense of loneliness and isolation? There's no one to talk to. Everything you're trying is failing. Like, if I think this is depressing, not being able to find a bull, when I can go home and stock up on any meat my heart desires at the grocery store just down the street, what must it have felt like 200, 500, 1,000 years ago when you went out on a hunting trip, and if you didn't bring something back, your family was done. And I think in today's age, there's this constant desire for immediate gratification, and almost people seem to run away from pain. I watch this now as I'm raising my daughter. Like, nobody wants her to feel bad. And I have to step back and go, well, I mean, that's completely unrealistic. And not only unrealistic, like, why do you not want to feel bad? Like, what is it that scares you about feeling lonely or depressed or like you're failing? Like, they're just emotions. And I think that's why I like hunting, and that's why I like kind of extreme backcountry trips like this one, because you're forced to deal with those emotions in a way that you can hide from in your normal day-to-day life. And so this morning, as I wake up at 4:30 in the morning in the pitch black, freezing cold in my tent, and I'm thinking to myself, you're not going to see an elk today. Why don't you just stay in bed? These are the thoughts that are running through my head, because it doesn't matter in the big scheme of things if I find an elk today. I mean, it would be great. I would love nothing more than to look over there and see just a gigantic bugling bull and go harvest him in a respectful manner. But if that happens or not is not the important part. The important part is that, I take this opportunity to appreciate this experience for what it is. What it is an opportunity for me to go through a gamut of emotions without the option of a back door. You're here. There's nowhere else to go. It's just you and your mind and those mountains. And you have to confront yourself, and you have to deal with yourself, and you have to have these thoughts and work through them. And I think likely that's more important than filling the freezer. But I'd still like to fill the freezer.
Okay, it's the afternoon, class day, and kind of running out of options to turn up an elk. So I'm going to turn to what I know best, and that's still hunting timber. So basically, I'm in a fairly large section of mature timber, and I'm just going to creep through here, and I've got Dad situated on the far end of the edge of the garden, and I'm just going to creep through here in a zigzagging pattern, really taking my time. Hopefully I can sneak up on something. If not, maybe I spook it, maybe it runs out towards Dad. But either way, it's the last head bear we got, so let's cross our fingers. Decided to stop for a bite of lunch, and just to take a break. I find still hunting can be really draining. It's probably my favorite way of hunting because it's very active, and I feel like I'm doing something when I'm not good and just sitting still. But I find the level of concentration required super quiet. Can be scanning 360 degrees at all times. Can take a lot out of you. So I find it's best to do like 30 minutes, stop for 15 minutes, do another 30, stop for 10 or 15. But it's far and away my favorite way to hunt. I find the level of concentration brings you to a level of presence that is not attainable in many other areas. So I'm at a nice intersection here, 3 or 4 different trails. So I'm just gonna have a sandwich and play it out and see what happens.
Okay, it's last day, last morning, 2017 jet boat elk hunt, northern BC. We were unsuccessful in harvesting an elk, but I would say we were successful in having a great trip nonetheless. What are your thoughts?
Well, let's put it this way. I had my cake, would have got an elk for the icing, but I'm happy.
Good. What was the highlight for you of the trip?
The highlight was hunting with my son, plain and simple. Everything else was secondary.
Even seeing a cow elk get attacked by a wolf?
Yep, yeah, that was amazing. That was straight out of National Geographic.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. So do you feel like you have some unfinished business with elk in British Columbia?
Oh yeah, one of them's got my name on it right there.
Good, good. Okay, well, this is us signing off. Until next time.
And I'll say good luck in Wyoming, son.
I can't get diamonds so pearls, and I'm gonna take you traveling the world. I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all.